and welcome to Greek Life Spotlight, the show where we talk about all things Greek life at Edinburgh University. I'm your host, Kendall Brown, and today the spotlight is on Phi Kappa Psi. I'm here today with Bryce Trigar from Phi Kappa Psi. Bryce, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
I'm living the dream. So, I heard, you're in a fraternity called Phi Kappa Psi.
Yeah, I'm actually the president.
Oh, cool. Could you tell me a little bit about Phi Kappa Psi?
Yeah, so we're a social fraternity on campus. We were founded here in 1984. So we have a bit of a history here. Nationally, we were founded in 1852 down in Canonsburg, which is like just outside of Pittsburgh, if you don't know. And our founding was about sort of coming together to serve your community. Even though we are a social fraternity, we put a lot of value on philanthropy, especially at the local level. Not really trying to get with like a huge national concern. It's like we think change comes from your community first. Yeah, it's about a good description of us, I guess.
All right. Could you tell me a little bit about, because I know every sorority, fraternity, every Greek organization has their philanthropy. What is yours?
So we do like a highway cleanup event once a semester. That's just our little thing to get a couple hours out of the way. But our main philanthropy is called Homeless for a Week. We set up a shelter on the corner of campus, and for 1 week straight, we have brothers living in the box, trying to collect money, change, anything like non-perishable food items, and we donate them to the Erie City Mission. And it's just like we pick a week that's going to be closer to the winter, so it's always a fall philanthropy, because it wouldn't really be much of a challenge if we stayed out and it was 70 degrees. It usually gets below freezing when we're out there. And yeah, we just sleep in the box, stand on the corners, shaking cans, trying to collect change from anyone that drives by. Yeah, that's about it.
That's an excellent way to raise money, I gotta say.
Yeah.
So, how you said, that you guys do it in the colder months and, during the fall semester, and that probably isn't really gonna happen this semester because of COVID. So, just in general, how has COVID impacted your organization?
COVID has extremely impacted us. We had a entire schedule planned for the whole semester back before the pandemic even started, like way before March. We had to pretty much scrap our schedule because we can't do in-person events on campus or off campus, and we can't do our philanthropy at all. We already asked the university and they said they won't sanction anything where we're close together or on campus. So our recruitment has been impacted, and our philanthropies are impacted, and just anything we have done, including like alumni events, aren't allowed to happen anymore. But we're hoping that like next semester things will be at least a little better and maybe back to normal next fall.
Yeah, that's the hope for everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll pull through. But regarding recruitment, how are you guys going about recruitment this semester? Because I don't know about the fraternities, but I know for the sororities, this is typically formal recruitment, but that's kind of not really happening because nobody's really on campus.
Yeah, so that was our main concern, was how we would make any connections. A lot of our recruitment comes from tabling in Polk Student Center or standing in front of the library, and we just like hand out little pamphlets and information to try to generate names and get people to come to events. So we've been trying to do the university's virtual club rush and reach out to people that were interested in joining in previous semesters. because currently we cannot recruit any first semester freshmen, but other people that we have been talking to that might not have been able to join for one reason or another, we've been scheduling online recruitment events, which are like just playing video games while talking in a group call, or watching like the same sports game now that everything's coming back. And yeah, just trying to make like sort of like one-on-one connections, like, oh hey, do you want to play this game with just me, because it's very hard to coordinate everybody into bigger events now.
Yeah. And then, like, do you have, like, I mean, since you're the president of your organization, you would know a lot about recruitment. So, would you happen to have any advice for anybody who is interested in recruiting for your organization? Or any organization for that matter?
I'd say just keep trying, keep reaching out, go on Instagram, find people that are going to school here, reach out to them, see if they want to hang out online, pretty much. Like, ask them if they're interested in any of the same things you are. Like, oh, I like hockey. Do you like hockey? Or do you play on Xbox or PlayStation? Like, just keep reaching out and finding everyone you can, and hope a couple people are interested.
That's some pretty good advice there.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Bryce.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, folks, if you're interested in possibly joining Phi Kappa Psi's recruitment, go check them out on Instagram at Phi Psi EUP. Well, that's all the time we have today. Tune in next time when we interview another fraternity or sorority. Kendall Brown, signing off. Thank you so much for joining us today. Goodbye.